Hey there, thanks for stopping by. This week I'm going to be making a fire starter from a piece of sycamore. Stick around, we'll get started. Okay, setup for this project is a little involved. What I've got here is a blank that's about 1 inch square and about 4.5 inches long. I'm going to be drilling a hole in each end as well as a through hole about 1 inch back. So what I've got is on this end I'm going to drill a 7/16 of an inch hole in diameter about 5/8 of an inch back, and that's to fit the striker. On this end I'm going to be drilling a 19/32 of an inch hole in the end about 1/4 inch back to mount a small compass. I'll drill a 1/4 inch hole all the way through the blank, hopefully on center, before I turn it, so that I can mount the actual steel for the striker. Now, because I'm going to end up with something that has a hole in each end before I even make it round, mounting it on the lathe could be a bit difficult. So what I've decided to do is I made two little plugs. One that is 7/16 of an inch in diameter and one that is 19/32 of an inch in diameter. Once I drill these holes out, I will plug the holes with these temporarily in order to put it between centers on the lathe and turn it round. So I will go ahead and get the blank drilled and mount it on the lathe, and then we'll get started turning it. Okay, so I've got it mounted between my temporary centers, and I've drilled it for the cord, and I actually chamfered one side of it for the knot to recess into. I don't know if that's far enough down, but if not, it's easy enough to do with a pocket knife. So let me grab a spindle roughing gouge and I'll get it down to round. Okay, let me grab a spindle gouge and I will round over the sides and smooth this out a bit. Okay, let me grab some abrasive sanding paste and I'll sand it on down. All right, let me get this off, get the little plugs out, and I need to sand and finish the end of these, and then we'll go over to the bench and we'll put it together. Okay, got that at the end sanded, and put a chamfer back in the side of this where the knot will go through. So the next step is to mix up some epoxy, glue in the striker, glue in the compass, tie the knot. So let me get the epoxy going. One side, get just a little dot on the compass, get it glued in. There. And let me get this tied in. I know it's not much turning, but I thought it would be an interesting project nonetheless. Turn it so it's a little, this one's up. Okay, so when that dries, that'll be good, and should be good to go. The way this works, this is actually magnesium. You can use the steel to scrape off bits of magnesium into your tender, and then you use the steel to strike sparks. So there we go, and down into your tender. So it should work well. I've got a friend who goes camping and occasionally talks about having wet matches. So I figured this will be a good gift. But thanks for sticking with me since you seem to have made this far. I try to put out one of these every week or so, so I'll see you next week if you make it back. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think. Drop me a comment. Take care.